Hello viewers, I want to welcome you to the telecast of Potter's House Christian Mission, Ibadan, Nigeria. It promises to be a refreshing time in the presence of God as we bring you exciting episodes of What Saith the Scriptures.
The situation a man is facing should not in any way tamper with his nature. In fact, I was taught to pray that whatever I cannot give, God should not give me. When a man refuses to listen to God, something small will direct him. I am wondering in my heart, why should God pick this woman out of several women that existed in Israel, that existed in Zarephath? Why should she be the one that God picked? What played out at the gates, as far as I'm concerned, was a normal life. That's the way she related with people. She will not care whether you are just a first timer in All Saints Anglican Church or not. She will not mind whether she knows you or not. If there is anything within her capacity to offer you, even though she too might be going through pains, she forgets about her pains. She looks for your gain. That's her nature. God must have taken note of that over time, and that day was a payback time. God remembered her offerings. God remembered her good conduct. The Bible says, if we do not faint in well-doing, we shall reap. I feel like saying to you that you might think that God is not taking note of how you treat the brethren, of how you handle opportunity that God brings your way when somebody comes to ask for help from you and you snub him. You may not understand that there will be a time when you also need God to help. You also cause men to snub. That's the truth. So this woman was going, and as she was going, the Bible says he called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand. And she said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in the bag. Let me ask you. This is a very dire situation. The woman had nothing. In fact, the food she wanted to cook was her last. This one she will eat and die. And somebody just thrown in from nowhere, asking for water, and you are going to give water. You have not brought the water, he's asking for food. What will you do? Just tell me sincerely, what will you do? Just raise up your hand. I want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Yes, Daddy.
Praise the Lord. I will say the stranger is selfish. You ask for water, I'm not giving you water. You are asking for food again.
Both water and food.
Both water and food is what at the same time. I will say you are selfish. I will not give you any. Praise the Lord.
Did you hear that? Even water that I wanted to give you before, now I will give you. Even the blind knew that there was no food anywhere. How could you be asking for such very scarce commodity? Even water self. And this woman, the kind of woman that she was, responded to Elijah and said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I don't have bread at home. In fact, what I have is small quantity of flour that I want to bake now. So there is no immediate bread that I can bring. Water I will bring. But for bread I have to cook. But as a matter of fact, what I have at home is only enough for my son and myself. I am thinking, just like our uncle said, Elijah appeared to be a very selfish man. But that was a man commanded by God, who had come to meet a woman commanded by God. When a man is sent by God, he doesn't think that they are asking for too much from him. Each time you think that we are troubling you too much, it is a sign that God never sent you. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want you to really listen. And it is very important for us to understand this divine principle that I see here. That this woman was willing to offer Elijah water was a strong conviction in my heart that she must be a good woman, good-hearted woman. But on top of that, she was not angry at the selfishness of Elijah. She was simply saying, if I have that bread at home, I will have brought it. So if I return only with water, it is not because I don't want to offer you bread. It is because I have to cook it first. And that's why I come to gather sticks that I will use to cook. Now, can I just read one more verse? And maybe at that point, I may relax a little bit. I'll read two more verses. Verses 12 and 13. And she said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks. How many sticks? Is there a difference between 2 firewood and 2 sticks? Is there a difference between firewood and sticks? Are you sure?
They are the same. They are only flammable.
Yeah, the two are flammable. Yes. Stick, firewood, are they the same? Some said no, some said they are. Sir, why did you say they are the same? Without stick, you can't make firewood. All right. Okay? So what is firewood? What is wood to stick? Sir, maybe this English is troubling me now.
Well, stick is tiny.
Stick is tiny.
Because the food is a little quantity. Ordinary stick can be used for the cooking. But if the food is sufficient, you need a firewood. Because a firewood is a thick wood that will really foment big fire in order to cook food down.
Alright. I think our hearts are working the same way. I am thinking that sticks look a bit tiny. It will burn off easily. In the quantity of food that woman wanted to cook is large enough, sticks will not handle it. She will need firewood. But 2 sticks tells me that what she had very, very small. And I wonder in my heart, how small is what you have? I wonder in my heart, how little is what you have in your hand? There is a proverb in my tribe. They say, a tree that you lean on and cannot support you, if it falls on you, it cannot kill you. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
A tree you rest on and it cannot support your weight. It cannot carry you. If that tree fall upon you, it will hurt you. 2 issues. Number 1 was the littleness of what she had. What she had could not even sustain her more than 1 day. And a man of God, is he a man of God? We call him a man of God now.
Was she considered him a stranger?
But he was a stranger. But the way that woman spoke tells me that woman was not a godless woman. Say, as the Lord thy God liveth. She knew that this man was a godly man. She herself had relationship with that same God. But I saw that if Elijah was not a wicked man, how will you be asking for food from a woman who was gathering sticks to cook and not firewood? If you need help from somebody, shouldn't you go to a man who has more than enough? Should you go to a person who himself needs help? Strange. But I told you yesterday that at the gates, these 2 people were going to discuss principles of supernatural abundance in the time of scarcity. Divine principles, divine dynamics, what makes things to become abundant supernaturally, yet in the face of acute scarcity. Bring me a morsel in your hand as you are coming. And the woman said, oh, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal still in a bag, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat and what? And die. And I said, how little is that which you have now? how small is what you have. It's interesting for me to note that what this woman had, even if she ate it, she will only eat it and die. She will not eat and live. I think food should give life. I think food should bring sustenance. But the truth from this passage, and this woman was not mincing words at all. She said, for me and my son, this meal will just be enough. But it will only be enough to prepare us for death. It won't be enough to give us life. I wish I could ask questions, but maybe I should suspend my question a little as I read verse 13. And Elijah said unto her, fear not, go and do as thou hast said. What did she say this? No, I know. What did that woman, what did she say? She wants to bake the flour and eat for herself and her son. Elijah said, go and do what you have said. Now hear the word of God. But make me thereof. What's the meaning of thereof? Out of that, as you cook that food for yourself and for your son, out of what you cook for the two of you, hear the word of God. Make me thereof a little cake. What is the word after it? First. So if I ask you to explain what Elijah said here, can you assist me? What is the meaning of what Elijah said here? I want a woman to tell me, because women are involved in this matter.
What he's trying to say is that the first thing he said, fear not.
All right.
It means do not be afraid. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do. But before you and your son will eat, you should get my own first. That's how I see it.
Before you and your son will eat, get my own first. To ask for water, he said that one now. To ask for food is another trouble. Now to be saying first. This Elisha must be a wicked man. Oh my God. But make a little thereof for me first. That is the first matter for us. God first. You know, there is a story that came to my heart, and in 1 Samuel chapter 1. There are two stories that, if I have time, I'd like to touch tonight. Make for me thereof first. In 1 Samuel chapter 1, I want to ask that how do I handle these numerous verses now? Alright, let me start from verse 1. I'll just read a little, I will jump, and then I will read further. Now there was a certain man of Ramathaim Sophim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Eli, the son of Tob, the son of Suf, and Ephratite. And he had two wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the two sons of Eli, Ophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, were there. And when the time was that Elkanah offered, he gave to Peninnah his wife, and to all her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb. And her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her, therefore she wept and did not eat. Then said Elkanah her husband to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am not I better to thee than 10 sons? So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord. And she was in bitterness of soul, and prayed unto the Lord, and wept sore. And she vowed a vow, and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou will indeed look on the affliction of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but will thou give thy handmaid a man child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head. And it came to pass, as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. And Eli said unto her, how long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Hannah answered and said, no, my Lord, I am a woman of a sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but I poured out my soul before the Lord. Count not thy handmaid for a daughter of Belial, for out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken hitherto. Then Eli answered and said, go in peace, and the God of Israel grant thee thy petition that thou hast asked of him. And she said, let thy handmaid find grace in thy sight. So the woman went away, and did eat, and her countenance was no more sad. And they rose up in the morning early, and worshipped before the Lord, and returned, and came to their house to Ramah. And Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. I'm sure you know this story very well. Hannah was the first wife, going by the records of the Bible. Elkanah, her husband, had to marry another woman, possibly because she didn't have a child. It's my thinking. The Bible didn't say so. Elkanah had sons, and from what we have read today, she also had daughter. From the way the Bible described this story, I am not thinking that that was the only day Hannah prayed. I am thinking that she had been praying because her rival would not allow her to rest. That woman vexed her sore, provoked her so much, and I can go on describing how she would have done that, but I don't think I needed to do that now. But twice the Bible said, but the Lord has shut up her womb. And I ask, what was the offense of Hannah? That it was not a demon that shut her womb, but the Lord. If she goes for deliverance, who will cast out the demon? Or who will cast out God? There was a second wife, because she didn't want to give God the first.
This program was brought to you by Potter's House Christian Mission, Bedford, Alata Village, off Ijebu-Ode, Ibadan Road, Adebayo Idiayure, Ibadan, Nigeria. We believe that the Lord has richly blessed and challenged your heart by today's telecast. For further inquiries, prayers, and counseling, please contact us on Thank you, and God bless you.